Now, it's the 10th day of the 4th month of the year 2017, and I'm glad to be back on air after a long break. Yeah, the weekend was so long for me because I kept missing you, my cherished viewers. And Ghana's best musicians were over the weekend rewarded for their hard work. But as usual, the award had its own controversies, especially as regard to who should have won the Artist of the Year award. And the Chinese have waded into the fight against Galamsey. We'll find out what they have been saying, and then we'll find out if we have a lasting solution to the flood and distractions caused by the rains yesterday. My name is Ms. G, the Entertainment General, hosting today's edition of Joy News Interactive here, live on Joy News on Multi TV, DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 144. Get interactive with us on Facebook and Twitter as Joy News on TV. All right, so let's start our conversation with talk on Galamsey and the fight against the deadly menace. Media houses have come together to put pressure on government to help stop the act. Pressure groups have also waded in, and it appears Ghanaians have come together with a solution to this menace. Will it be halted? Usually the argument is that the Chinese are the people behind this. Well, they have responded, but the response has also caused a stir on social media, especially on Facebook. So let's get to read your reaction to the response of the Chinese on Facebook. All right, welcome back. So we've been asking you to respond to the Chinese response to our complaint that they are the ones behind the Galamsey menace. And let's take your reactions on Facebook. And he says, the first message I have here says, what is this woman talking about? What is the problem? So, okay, so now on our screen you can see the Chinese diplomatic mission in Ghana is angry with the new approach adopted by Ghanaians in the fight against the illegal mining. The mission is also unhappy with what they refer to as biased media campaign targeting the Chinese in Ghana. The demeanor of the Chinese diplomatic corps has stirred a lot of outrage on social media. Do you think Ghanaians are being too sensitive, as many Ghanaians are the accomplices? And this is the question we pose on Facebook. And the first one, Nikota says, what is this woman's problem? The question is, can you go to China and pollute the river and tell us the media blew it out? What is she talking about? Let me tell her, Ghana is a sovereign state like that of China. We have laws that govern us. Because the people in the country treated our laws with impunity doesn't mean they too can join the wanton destruction of our properties. And Omar Nuhu says, yes, we are being too sensitive. During the slave trade era, the whites used our own people, such as traditional rulers, to operationalize their activities, and the Chinese are using the same tactics to mine our gold. It is very true. We are being unfair to the Chinese in our quest to stop the menace. Blaming them entirely is very wrong. Ghanaians have also invested heavily in the Galamsey business. When we have finished polluting our water bodies, the same Chinese will give us loans to either import water or build very expensive desalination water plants on our coast. And this Galamsey menace is indicative of the fact that brains develop nations, not natural resources. And Philip Deku says, then it's all the doing of our greedy political leaders and our chief stomach leaders. God will surely punish them and their generation to come. The Chinese are all over the country cutting trees and destroying our savanna vegetation, especially at Tebubu and its environments. And Bosompim says the Chinese diplomatic mission has every right to be angry at the way we handle their citizens, and we Ghanaians have also every right to demand the safety of our water bodies and farmlands. Anyone who tries to harm nature should be treated as okay. So this one is talking so because you help, we should let you people destroy our country. Go away with your money. Ghana will still be Ghana. And sometimes if you think you're wise and every issue you claim of being on top of it will make some comments, and you soon even you'll see even the fool will laugh at you. This is ignorance from the Chinese woman. What was she saying? Is she telling us the Ghanaians will be left out doing the same thing in their country and will not be debonded from and will not debonded them for their special meal? And Echampo says, when Nkrumah was fighting the independence Ghana, where were the Chinese? She was wasting time. By now, she should be in Beijing with her diplomatic whatever. And Kwartin says, is our country not theirs? But I don't blame them because, but leadership, prosperity will not, I'm sure you want to say, what you want to say is, it's not prosperity will not forgive Nana Addo if he does nothing about this. This is a test case for leadership. You have nurtured for 30 years Nana Addo, and they preserve their natural resources and come here to destroy our environment. I don't blame them because they see us as stupid people who would fall for their chicken change and smile for the camera so that they can have their way. Hashtag no to Galamsey. And Thomas says the Chinese mission is doing what the Chinese mission is doing annoys me. I'm going to lead the campaign against them in the Galamsey minutes. If any Chinese found in that field, she and her people. All right, so those are some reactions from you. Very, very harsh words we are reading from you on Facebook concerning the Galamsey minutes. But away from Galamsey and its related issues, let's talk about the rains. It rained heavily in Ghana yesterday, and parts of the country were flooded and some roofs were ripped off. So today on Joy News Interactive, we are asking, how do we find a lasting solution to the issue that arises anytime it rains here in Ghana? Let's go to on Facebook, but that's a picture on your shorts of what Accra looked like after the rains yesterday. So let's get to read your reaction on this. And Omar Nuhu says, there can't be a permanent solution to this protracted problem. We can stop the man-made sources of flooding, but the hydrological factors and the relief nature of Accra, we can't stop that. Accra is located in the coastal savanna zone, which is sometimes characterized by heavy rainfall. Climate change has also worsened the situation. It rains for 1 hour, but the volume of water accumulated is more than that of a 3-hour rain 20 years ago. And Parker Romeo says, I lend the housing minister spoke to the issue the last time that a certain amount of money is being allocated or is needed to solve the problem. And I recall he said they have engineers already to solve the problem, but still nothing has been made. And Al Hassan says the solution to this problem is to demolish all illegal structures on the waterways. And the law of the country must work. Our leaders are weak and unable to make the laws work. The reason we are in this mess, says Upon Davison. And Nick Carter says the permanent solution is you and I. And Yakubu says the solution is with His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. And Junior Medical says we are looking onto the onto the new government. Is what you have posted. So those are your reactions from you concerning the heavy downpour we experience every time and the flooding that comes with it, or the flood that comes with it. On that note, we take a break. We are back with some more here on Joy News Interactive. Now, welcome back from the break. You're still watching Joy News Interactive here on your Joy News channel. We are live on Joy News on Multi TV, DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 144. My name is Ms. Judy, Entertainment General. Get interactive with us. We're still on Facebook and Twitter as Joy News on TV. Now, time to talk about the biggest event over the weekend, the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards and its accompanying issues. Now, before we talk about the controversies, let's run by you the winners of various categories. So the biggest winner for the night was the Artist of the Year, Joe Mettle, and the Vodafone Most Popular Song of the Year went to Christy by Double. Reggae Dancehall Artist and Reggae Song of the Year went to Stonebwoy. High Level Artist, Highlight Song of the Year, Songwriter of the Year went to Kofi Kinata. Gospel Artist of the Year went to Joe Mettle. And Hip Life Song of the Year, Flo Kingston with Golo. Afro Pop Song of the Year, E.L. Kabwame. And Hip Hop Song of the Year went to God MC by Manifest. Best New Act, the one that shocked a lot of people, Fancy Gadam. And Record of the Year went to Adina's Too Late. And Best Female Vocalist picked by Adina as well. And so Best Male Vocalist was for Joe Mettle. Best Group of the Year, again, VVIP. Best Music Video of the Year, Chiami Kwame's Small Small, which featured Miss V. And so the list goes on and on and on. Hip Life Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Sarkodie. Best Rapper went to Manifest. People are complaining. But Album of the Year, Counselor by Nasi. And we have a lot more winners. But this debate about whether or not Joe Mettle deserved the Artist of the Year award is on. What do you think about Joe Mettle winning the Artist of the Year award? Let's go on Facebook and get your reactions. So why do we have the perception that nobody from the gospel fraternity can win it? Big ups, Brad Joe, for opening the floodgates. I don't blame you guys at Joy News because you never thought he will win. And Kwaku says, wrong question. All these years, you mean to tell me that no gospel artists have done better than those who have been getting the awards, yet we hope for a day like last Saturday? Joe brought it home. So, yes, Kwaku says, why? Did he not record any song, or you wanted the votes to go for the song that we hardly hear the lyrics? You're asking. And shame on you all haters. He has won it. What's the problem? If you're not happy at all, forget it. And yeah, he did. Why not? Is he not an artist? Edu is asking. I think votes speak, says Ibrahim, and he deserves it meritoriously, says Mills. And did we vote for him? Yes. So why not, says Kukwasaki. And Anna also says, yes, Tong, and yes, he deserves it. Yes, says Cranton. Congratulations from Francisca. And Hagen says no, the first no I'm seeing so far. And Bright Kojo says yes. Achichobi says yes. Dinah Lawson also says yes. And Xiao Kwe says yes. Yes, says Nanesi. Yes, from Richard Amanin. And they... Okay, so no, says Boy GH. Medical was cheated, says Amwasi. And yes, absolutely yes, he deserved it, hands down, says Amwafo. And yes, from Dankwa, Valentina says yes. Valentine says yes. And yes, from Banfor. And Aiteku says yes. Slinky, no. Nelson says yes, he came a long way and very hard working. Yes, from Peace Emmanuel. Yes, from Sobaka Mercy. So a lot of yes for Joe Mettle picking up the Artist of the Year award. So we woke up today to know that Joe Mettle actually is not the first artist to have picked up the Artist of the Year award like we are thinking. So we are hearing that in 2004, the biggest award at that time was the Most Popular Song, and it was above the Artist of the Year award. It was picked by Daughters of Glorious Jesus in 2004. But ever since the Artist of the Year became the biggest award at the event, Joe Mettle is the first artist from the gospel fraternity to have picked it up. Away from that, the new Artist of the Year went to Fancy Gadam. That guy was filled the stadium. He's the guy who filled the stadium from Tamale to Accra. Yeah. And a lot of people have been talking about Fancy Gadam picking the award. I know prior to that, he went on a market campaign. People say that that as well worked for him. So this guy organized a show, and the whole time in the stadium filled up. He also performed the Kumasi, and 5 people died. So the old The guy is good. But the big question, did you vote? That's what you're asking. And Omanuru said, yes, simple. Majority vote was used. At AMG brags about your wealth, but they can't buy credit to vote for their partner. That was too risky on their part. And he's talking about Medical, who belongs to the AMG group. And Abanga John says, we don't know how Medical in the north too. Fancy Gadam, yes. And Ghana is not only Accra and Tema. Grow up, boy. Fancy Gadam nation champion. And a big yes, he deserved it. Although I don't understand his language, I support him, says Doris. And Dan says he deserved the award. Why should people think that if you sing in Twi or English, you can win an award? And if we vote yes or not, what will happen? Will it change the awards? Of course, it won't change it. And Baba Osman says that he deserves it. Some of us don't also know who Medical is. Whether or not he deserves it changes not anything, doesn't change anything. This is what usually brings about chaos in the industry. And if I say no, you can you collect the award from him and give it to Medical? If you can, then yes, he doesn't deserve it. And Quantum School says, we don't care why. Our worry is the president's silence on Delta Force. And when you look at it from the north, it is a yes. But when you come down towards the sea, which is south, you look and it's a no, no, no. So I would say it depends. Say that's one reaction we are getting from you. And then there is this talk about Medical. In fact, he's been trolled since Saturday. But do you think that Medical deserved any awards? Once again, we get your reaction on Facebook. That's my very good friend. Medical and I are very good friends. And Oliver K says, yes, I think the award should be organized for him at senior high school campuses. There, he will win all the categories, unless I forget Kobolo didn't vote for him. And award bang. See this, yeah, boy. You want to win an award in the midst of Sack and Stone, even though they didn't win either. And he will get one when he buys his second car, says Kelson. And his time is not up. He should work more and come next year. Who is he? Says Graham. Like which one? Sister Debbie has given him one already. That's what you say. And poof, laugh out loud. That's a 0/7. So Medical had 7 nominations and he picked nothing. And Martin says maybe. Selim says if not, why was he nominated in 7 categories? Oh yes, they robbed him, says Karim. And too risky, IK is saying. And yes, he did. One biscuit says Otutu Ansa, Nana Otutu Ansa, and yes, at least the new artist of the year category. And everybody deserves an award. Yes, Bright Kwame says, and if he should take an award, ask him what Kofi Kinata should take. That's the one comment from you there about Medical not picking any award from his 7 nominations at this year's Ghana Music Awards. So on the Music Award notes, I know the debate will continue in your homes, but we're saying bye to you. Thanks for joining us for the Monday edition of Joy News Interactive. There's more here on the Joy News channel. Please stay. My name is Miss G. I'll bring you more later.